Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what's out there? Our fascination with the stars and planets has been around since we were little kids. And even today, we can't help but wonder about the mysteries of the universe. But what if I told you that sometimes the signals coming from the sky are more than just natural phenomena? In fact, they might be hiding something much more sinister. From strange lights to bizarre sounds, here are 5 mysterious signals from the sky that we can't explain. In the remote Scottish village of Crook, a group of residents were awoken in their homes in the middle of the night by a loud roar that sounded like thunder. The noise was so intense that many people thought it might be the end of the world. But when they stepped outside to investigate, they saw nothing unusual in the sky. This strange occurrence became known as the mystery knock and baffled scientists for years. Some believed it could be a rare acoustic phenomenon known as a bolide, which is caused by a meteor exploding in the atmosphere. Others thought it might be the sound of a sonic boom from an aircraft, but no one could say for sure. It wasn't until decades later that researchers discovered the true cause of the commotion. They found that the noise had been caused by a massive landslide that had occurred in the nearby mountains. As the rocks had slid down the hill, they had created a huge amount of energy, which had then been released in the form of sound waves. The landslide had been so big that it had generated a seismic event that was picked up by seismometers around the world. But because it had happened in such a remote area, it had taken years for scientists to realize what had caused the mysterious noise. The mystery knock had finally been solved, but it remains a reminder of the incredible power of nature and the limits of our scientific understanding. Bright lights flashing across the night sky have been reported in various parts of the world, leaving many to wonder if they are simply fireworks or something more sinister. These unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, have been spotted in countries like China, Russia, and the United States, baffling witnesses who captured the strange occurrences on video. One particularly puzzling incident took place in 2016 when a group of Russian skiers were enjoying a day on the slopes. When they suddenly noticed a bright light hovering in the sky, they watched as the object moved erratically, changing direction and altitude, seemingly at random. Despite the strange behavior, the object did not make a sound, leaving the skiers confused and concerned. Another strange incident was captured on video in China in 2017 when a man filming his backyard noticed a bright blue light streaking across the sky. The object left a trail of smoke in its wake and appeared to move with unnatural speed and agility. While some have speculated that these sightings could be explained by conventional means, such as military aircraft or fireworks, others believe that they may be evidence of extraterrestrial activity. The sudden appearance and erratic movements of the objects defy easy explanation and have left many wondering if there is something more going on. While it is impossible to say for sure what these sightings are, they serve as a reminder of the mysteries that still exist in our world and the importance of remaining open to the possibility of the unknown. Imagine you're relaxing in your home one evening when suddenly you hear a loud knocking sound coming from above. You look up to see a large object moving erratically in the sky and assume that it's just a plane. But as the noise continues, you realize that this is something different. It's not the sound of a plane, but rather a heavy object hitting the roof of your house. Confused and scared, you run to the attic to find the source of the commotion, but there's nothing there. What could be happening? Well, it might sound like a scene from a horror movie, but it's actually a real phenomenon known as a falling tree effect. This rare event occurs when a large object, such as a meteorite or a satellite, enters the Earth's atmosphere and creates a series of loud noises as it collides with air molecules. The sound waves from these collisions can travel for miles, creating a knocking sensation as they bounce off of buildings and other structures. While the falling tree effect is not dangerous, it can certainly be startling. The loud noises and shaking can be mistaken for an earthquake or an explosion, causing widespread panic and confusion. Thankfully, incidents of the falling tree effect are rare and typically occur in remote areas. However, in 2019, a group of people in the UK experienced this phenomenon firsthand when a meteor shower caused a loud banging noise that shook their homes. Although no damage was reported, the event was a reminder of the incredible power of space and the unexpected ways in which it can impact our lives. In February 2023, a terrifying sound was recorded in Chile. Many people uploaded videos of the noise onto social media, sparking speculation about its origin. The unsettling noise resembled a train whistle, yet there were no trains in the vicinity. It led to confusion and concern as locals and authorities struggled to identify the source. Meteorologists were quick to rule out weather-related causes, such as falling rocks or landslides, suggesting that the sound likely originated from an aircraft or industrial activity. However, further investigation revealed no evidence of either, leaving the mystery unsolved. Despite the lack of concrete answers, theories abounded, with some believing that the sound could have been caused by a military jet or even an earthquake. The incident highlighted the limitations of our understanding of acoustics and the challenges of identifying unusual sounds without direct observation. As technology advances, we may be able to better understand and predict such occurrences, reducing the fear and uncertainty that they can cause. A loud booming noise echoed across the small town of Bristol, leaving residents puzzled and searching for answers. At first, they assumed it was the sound of thunder, but the sky was clear and there were no signs of rain. As days passed without an explanation, fear and speculation began to spread. Some whispered that it was the end of the world, while others blamed military activity. But the truth was far more mundane. The noise had been caused by gas cylinders expanding in the heat. While this explanation may seem anticlimactic, it serves as a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying mysteries have the simplest solutions. The human mind is naturally drawn to patterns and meaning, and when faced with the unknown, we often jump to the most dramatic conclusions. The Bristol residents were not at fault for their fears, but it is important to remember that not every unexplained event is a sign of impending doom. By taking the time to investigate and seek out evidence-based explanations, we can often find the truth behind even the most puzzling mysteries. One day in 1968, people living in a small town in Mexico heard a loud bang in the sky and immediately felt their houses shake. They rushed outside to see a bright blue light streaking across the horizon. Although the object was never identified, some believed it was a UFO, while others dismissed it as a meteor. This event was part of a larger phenomenon known as the J1968 Phoenix Lights incident. For several nights in November and December of that year, people across the southwestern United States witnessed strange lights in the sky. Although the official explanation given by the Air Force was that the lights were flares dropped by military aircraft, conspiracy theorists claimed that they were actually alien spacecraft. The incident remains a source of debate and speculation to this day. Some believe that the official story is true, while others are convinced that the government is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life. It is possible that we may never know the truth about what people saw in the sky all those years ago, but one thing is certain: the J1968 Phoenix Lights incident continues to captivate and intrigue people around the world. So what do you think? Have you ever seen anything strange in the sky? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.